Hello everyone! How is everyone doing on this fine morning, evening or afternoon depending on your time zone? I hope everyone has been having a great Wednesday. My Wednesday has been pretty chill. Haven't really done much except doing a little bit of music again as usual and working some stuff out for a collab which should happen around May. There are a little bit of like some issues of course with the scheduling and everything because everyone is like in completely different time zones, but hopefully it will still work out. But I hope everyone's day's been going well. As some of you might be able to tell from the stream title, there we go. Today we are going to be starting to finally go and practice doing the speedrun for Speedrun Unbound. So yeah, give me just one moment to get everything correctly set up. We got split. There we go. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and switch over to the other scene.
Join.
There we go. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and find the correct thingy. Also, what is this? Oh, it's obsidian. Oh, I gotta destroy this and do another one. Okay, where is obsidian? Obsidian, there it is. Alrighty. So yeah, as we did in yesterday's stream, we essentially finished making the splits, made some notes, and we essentially made the notes, the live splits, and looked at the run. So now it's time to go ahead and actually do some practice, like practicing, making the practice saves, my bad, and just practicing small portions in general. Also, hello and AnimateCube, I hope your day has been going well. So yeah, let me go ahead and also just show exactly what I mean with making practice files. Where is too loud? Okay, let me open up a new window. File Explorer should be good. Let me see, where's the Explorer? There it is. So yeah, as you can already see right then and there, we have essentially opened up we made a few folders, essentially to go ahead and create the practice files, because inside of the local app data, I made sure that I'm not gonna leak anything. But yeah, as you can see in the local app data folder, there are essentially all of the saves that you might be making inside of a space of name bound, meaning we can go and actually create practice files and then put them all into here. So every like single folder in here is currently fully empty because I have not made any practice saves yet, so we have to go ahead and do those. And that is exactly what we are going to do in today's stream, alongside just practicing small portions of the run in general. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything set up. Also, let me make some of this like smaller again, so that none of the other stuff are in the way and visible. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this. Put that in the corner. And let me go ahead and open up a space for the Unbound, so we can go ahead and start creating some of the practice saves. It's gonna take a bit of time for it to open up, of course. So give it just a second. I can also then just, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and just make some of the other stuff, like, just gonna hide some of the other stuff for the time being, which are not really that important. Like, for example, we don't need to have this open the entire time. And go on and check what kind of saves we currently have. We have an autosave for chapter 1. So this might be good to us. Let me check where it loads us. Okay, so it loads us right outside of the school. So we can go ahead and take that autosave. Gonna put that into... nope. Come on. Practice saves. There we go. Take that. And we're just gonna rename it to... Exit School. For the time being. Just so we remember it. Like, what kind of names we made for all of them. So yeah, as you can see now, I've renamed the file to be exitschool.save. And that would be slot 0, because the autosave is essentially slot 0. So I'm kind of curious, what if I go ahead and copy this now and change it to be slot 8? Would this appear in the game, or would I have to reload the game now? Okay, yeah, from the looks of it, I would have to reload the game. Yeah. I would have to reload the game to have some of the, like, autos, like, some of the practice saves in here. Which, you know, kind of sucks a little bit, but not much I can really do about it. Oh, this... I already put this into slot 9. I didn't even know that. Well. Oh yeah, this is literally just... The autosave is literally just slot 9. Alright. Well, that's actually pretty neat. Also, let me go and open up live split. So I can actually then see where I would be able to, like, make some practice saves. To then practice set spots. Because of course the entire game is extremely long. And we will need to do a lot of saves because of that. Also, I have way too much shit open. Let me see, what can I close right now? Let me go and close some of the programs which I don't currently need. Because I have also taken up a bit of, like, connection and my CPU. My screen is a complete clusterfuck, holy shit. Let me put something, let me put my notes over to the third monitor. Yes, I do have 3 monitors, by the way. For those wondering. And then probably also chat on the third monitor. Gonna put chat on the third monitor. I can just minimize this for now. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good. Alrighty. Let's see, what other slots do I have? I have something in slot 1, which is chapter 2. Something in chapter 2. Oh, perfect. This is the beginning of chapter 2. Okay, let me go ahead and, like, lower the volume on all of those things. Okay, perfect. Then we already have another thing we can go ahead and take. Slot 1 is chapter 2's beginning. So we're just gonna call it start. It's perfect for practicing then. Let's see, what other file do I have? I saw that I have another chapter 2 file. This is... Where is this? This is... what is this? What if I talk to them? Oh, okay, so this is like once we get the chef back to the thingy, to like the place, to like the Ria Cafe. Okay, this is like a perfect one then. We can already take as well. So we're gonna take slot 2. This is gonna be called... what are we gonna call this? I'm gonna call this after... Not really chef ingredient, because it is a bit far after the chef ingredient one. I guess I'm gonna call it... Ria Cafe then. Ria Cafe and... I'm gonna call it Chef back at Ria Cafe. Should be good enough name. So then we got another one down. Let's see what slot 3 is, because slot 3 is chapter 3. Okay, this is just the beginning of chapter 3. Perfect. That's another one then. So we'll take slot 3. We'll go into the chapter 3 and name this start, just like the other ones. Slot 4 is another chapter 3. Chapter 3. This is... Let's see, where is this one? This is... Okay, this would be... Which one would that be? It would be... That's Lulu Space Dive. Okay. So we'll take slot 4. Bada bing, bada boom. Lulu Space Dive. Perfect. Let's see what chapter 4 has for us. That is the beginning of chapter 4. Perfect. Then we're just gonna call it start. Gonna see what the next one is. Slot 6 is already chapter 5. In the end, maybe there's nothing I can do. I think this might be the beginning of chapter 5. Let me quickly check inside of the thingy. Let me like quickly check inside. So at the end of chapter 4, Marin. Yeah, that's the beginning of chapter 5. Perfect. So which slot was that? I think it was slot 6, right? Yeah, slot 6. I'm gonna take that. Go into chapter 5. All that start. Perfect. And then afterwards, then the slots are just all empty. Alrighty. Well, then we have essentially most of the things, pretty much. Other than like a few things here and there. So one of the things we will need to get as well would be getting the chapter 6 beginning and the chapter 1 beginning. I think everything other than those two, I think I have all of the beginning splits, like save files. So let's go back to the main menu and just play all the way till we get to the sections we need the save files for. So I am gonna have to do like a small like prologue speedrun attempt Actually, while we're at it, I can go and just do a little bit of like a look to see what kind of time I can get for the prologue. Let me go and get... Let's get... Where is it? Live split. There it is. Let me copy that and put that into the one over here. I can go ahead and just close this down for now. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, not too much. And we're just gonna do like a prologue, like look for now. Just to see how fast I can finish a prologue. Which would also be very good to see like what kind of prologue I can get and how fast the text mashing, the text mash button is compared to the manual mash, which the other two speedrunners have done. Like the other two have done manual mashing instead of using the auto mash button. I gotta remember all of my like buttons again. It's been like so long since I really touched Speedrun Unbound. But what the hell with... Why is my button different? What happened with my controls? Am I on the... Huh? Oh yeah, I was on the wrong button. Wow. Okay, that's a massive time loss. We're just gonna pretend like nothing ever happened. And we're just gonna pretend that I'm literally just now going through everything and I did not have to waste 10 to 20 seconds to literally see why my why my action button didn't work. At least it's also gonna be a good like practice for the IL, for the prologue. Because prologue is decently long. Like prologue is like close to 8 minutes. I mean like it's over 8 minutes. It's like maybe 8 minutes 30 seconds roughly, I would say. Because I did that mistake, the massive mistake, which cost like 10 seconds. It's probably gonna be like 8:30, 8:40. Around that time. Roughly around that time. So yeah, we just need to go through all of the like places. Don't forget that we also need to go and get the cassette for the later space dive. Alright, I first have to go over there. Then we try and take the ladder, which we can't do yet. Because we need to go and do space dive. No, got that. Space dive, there we go. Close the curtains, turn off the lights, put the cassette in. And then destroy the clock. And that's a really quick really quick space dive. Man, I'm tired already. Damn. I really gotta fucking sleep more. Anyway, we put the ladder down. We go up. Through the window, get the wand, the magic wand. And then I also gotta remember I don't go fully to the right when I get to the abandoned subway, like train. But I need to go into the subway train first before I then can go to the right. Or else it's gonna lose me a lot of time. At least like the whole beginning like section is not too difficult to like remember. It's mostly gonna be like the routing and everything of where everything will be and where I have to go. Which is gonna make this a bit more difficult. But yeah, afterwards it's pretty much just holding down the control button for the auto mash, and then we are essentially through the entirety of the prologue. Nice. Of course, there are places where major improvement is needed. But that is gonna take a bit of time. And especially a lot of practice to get consistently, like, down right. But yeah, now it's pretty much just waiting for the entire cutscene to finish. And then we are pretty much finished with the prologue. Yeah, pretty decently, not bad of a run. I think offline, when I did like 2 or 3 like practice attempts of the prologue, I think I got a best time of 8:06, maybe 8:07. It's like there you can like really save a lot of time. I think I had a 8:06. I could be completely wrong though. I could just be making it up in my mind. It might have been at 8:15 if I remember correctly. But I know it was something with along the lines of 8 and then with a 5 somewhere. Like either 8:05 or 8:15, I believe. It was one of the two, I'm not sure anymore. And 8:30 for the prologue. 8 minutes 30 seconds. That's pretty good. It's really fast. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a practice save. So we'll go ahead and take that. We're gonna go ahead and into here, slot 7. Yoink. And now we got the start split for chapter 7. Perfect. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, 8:30 is not too bad if I'm gonna be honest. Let me go ahead and open up the actual splits again. So we can go ahead and look at the entire thing now. We can just size this down for the time being. We don't really need any of the like timer splits or anything for now. We just need to find what kind of splits do we currently need to make. We need to go ahead and make excuse me. Okay, so we no, I do not want to delete the save. Okay, so we need to go and make a save for entering the cinema, which I guess would be, well, I mean, actually, so we have the starting split. We get out of school. And yeah, we do need to make a practice save for once we are inside of the cinema, because there are a few things we still need to do in the cinema as well as everything else. So now we're gonna go ahead and open up that save file and just casually make our way through everything towards where we then enter the thingy, the cinema. There we go. Alright, I have to go and mash through the things. There are a lot of places now at this point where mashing through choices is required, or selecting specific choices. But I think selecting specific choices would come later. So all of this is pretty easy. Can I just leave? Okay, yeah, no. I do have to give the money. Then of course we get that section. Okay, so I do have to go there. Actually, hold on. What do my notes say? Didn't I like write something down for something? Okay, yeah, no, no, I didn't. It's for chapter 2 when I need to check something. So currently we don't need to like check anything. To the left. Alright, can we just take the thingy now? I don't assume we can. Yeah, no, we can't take the bow yet. It would have been a nice time saver if we were able to just like take the thing like already. Wait, what? Do I need to go and talk? Oh wait, I don't wait, am I stupid? Alright, we probably talked to him and then... Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I completely forgot about that. Can I go and just buy the cigarettes now? Okay, no I can't. I first have to talk to Eric. So I can then buy the cigarettes. No, got it. There we go. Okay, 2 to the right. And then we easily get through those. Just select the name of business. And then just make our way right out. Alright. So we go through here. Does it work? Nah, just barely not enough. Damn. Needs to be a little bit higher. Yeah, there we go. No? Okay, so it needs to go way further then. Would that be enough? Yeah. Okay, so essentially we would just need to aim for the top section of the grass in the background. And that's already like enough. That section, of course, is easy to go through. I still find like the way like Atma just drops like so comedic. Like he just completely slows down to a halt and then just bah, right onto the right onto the floor. Okay, so we need to go first to the left so we can take the pillow. Then afterwards... we go and ask the old man for the ball, right? Yeah, we asked him for the ball. And then we need to get the other thing. The metal roof material, right? And for that we are gonna have to write down all of the correct answers. Because the questions that you get from the quiz that you have to do to get the metal tiles or the metal materials is random. So unless you completely memorize all of the correct answers, you're not gonna do this easily. So we are gonna have to note all of the answers down as well. So let me go ahead and go into my notes again to write down all of the correct answers. So quiz section. Right, you can't see it. I gotta open up. I gotta go and show Obsidian again. There we go. So for the quiz section, we gotta remember August 17th. August 17, 1945. We're just gonna rename this to quiz answers. Alright, yeah. Apsos. Okay, 1945. Not inflammation. Murmuration? Nope. Desquamation. Okay. So desquamation. It's my favorite. It's not that good. Okay, for that one we can just choose his favorite. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we got everything and we can just go right back. It's a pretty long section if I do say so myself. Okay, so we got the food, we got the bowl, we got the tiling. The pillow. Wrong thing. The bowl. And the old roof tile. And that is all of that. Excuse me. Excuse me. I fucking ate again, like before stream. Okay, now we go to the cinema. And then afterwards we can go ahead and make the split. Not split. The save file. There we go. I was having like a brain fart for a moment. To right. And then we can go right here and make another save. We're gonna overwrite the save. And now inside of our file explorer again, we're gonna go back into here. We're gonna go ahead and check if the file updated. 16.4, 2041. Yep, updated. Chapter 1. We make the split, the save file for Enter Cinema. And then we essentially have all of the practice saves we need for chapter 1. Afterwards would be the end of chapter 2, chapter 1, and then we go straight into chapter 2. So we're just gonna go ahead and start loading up our previous saves. Some of our older save files. And go through all of those. so we can get everything we need. Of course, we're gonna have to go ahead and do most likely all of the split save files, because the only ones we have are the beginning splits and the Ria Cafe one where the chef is already in there, which is not inside there as a split section, but would be a few minutes after we got like the chef's ingredients. So we go out to the right. Then we go through the fighting section, of course. And then, do we go to the right or to the left? I wonder, do we need to go to the left or to the right? I gotta remember. I think... Yeah, I think we go to the right. Right, yeah. Yeah. We gotta go to the right. Because we need to go and get the ingredients for the cake. For that we go to the left side, right? I gotta want to start remembering a lot more stuff, which would be important. Okay, so we just have to go and do all of the options there. Right, I can go ahead and minimize this again on the stream. So we go over here, we talk to him. We select the second option. Then we do the third option, right? And then we get the objective. So that's good. Of course, we get the cutscene over here, which we need to go through. Yeah, I think I need to go to... I think I need to just select the second option, because I think the third option loses time. The first option, there we go. God damn, I can't talk. I think the first option just loses time and doesn't advance the cutscene. At least that's what I assume. So we first go over to the right. Because we need to do the entire like fighting section thing. Which of course is gonna take a while. Right, so we go talk to him. Let me see, do I need to move a little bit? Or can I just... Okay, I do need to move so I can space dive. Kind of a bit annoying that I oftentimes have to do that multiple times. So that I can like space dive into a person. But you know, not much really I can do about it. Anyway. There we go. Easy. Excuse me. So now we do another fight. Nice. Then we go run straight back out. Go into another fight. And then we're gonna have to go to the left side. I wonder if just selecting the second option would have been faster. Alright, talking about need to check. What did my thing say? Alright. Okay, that comes like way later. So we don't have anything to check yet. That only comes up later. There we go. So we go up here. What do I have to do again? Do we even... Oh, right, yeah. We need to go here, talk to that dude, because we need the rooster back. There we go. Now we have the rooster back. What else? Do we go to the right? No, we don't. We don't go to the right. We go to the left, right, for the child because we need to get the chocolate. Oh, my bad. Now we do the space dive and we go ahead and open up our notes now because we need to check what we need to swap the things with. So we need to swap the popcorn with the Lokami. That finishes that one off. And then we need to take the mixed fruit. And replace that with the... Is that the Simul? Yeah, okay. Okay, not too difficult to learn. Should be easy. It's gonna be easy to learn. Or like, remember. So we got that, and then one last thing we need to get. Which one was that? So we go over here. We go to the right, if I remember correctly. And this is where I wanted to check. Do we need to go and... Okay, we have to go and talk to him. Before we can get the thingy. We have to go and space dive into him. And interact with the clock there. To then get the clock hand. I guess it makes sense. And I guess the same thing applies also with the canister, where we later have to put in the oil. So yeah, anyway. We go into here, okay, for this one we go just do 2 lefts. That way it's faster. Alrighty. My mic arm does not sound good, if I'm gonna be honest. Yep. Pretty good RNG, if I do say so myself. Damn. That was actually pretty good. Huh. Well, ain't that a fucking, like, great treat? If I do say so myself. Damn. And now we go over here and try to get the rooster. Nice. And we got it. Perfect. So now we can go and make our way back over to the dude with the rooster. Just in case I want to check. Yep, can't take it yet. We have to go and wait. I feel like this route would just be faster than going through the left route. And sure enough, it is definitely way faster than what the current runner did. So now we take the eggs. Then we got everything we need. Essentially. Most likely going to the right would have been faster. Yeah, most likely it's way faster to go to the right. That is my mistake. Yeah, so we go over here, we give everything now. Oh, do I even have to move? Oh, no, I don't. Actually, hey, neat. That's convenient. Okay, now we make a save in slot 9. Now that we have that finished, we go back into the file explorer. Slot 9. So copy that, paste that. We're just gonna call it get the chef. Actually, nah, I don't want to call it get the chef. We're just gonna call it by the name, chef ingredients. No, not chef ingredients. Actually, no, yeah. Actually, no. We're gonna call it Ria Cafe. Ria Cafe without chef. That way I can then distinguish between the chef being back at Ria Cafe and the Ria Cafe being without the chef. I should probably like change the names of those splits at some point. Because my god, are they confusing. So we need to go... What would be the fastest way to get to the online thing? Would it be through here? Most likely not. No, most likely it isn't. It's also not even here at all. Right. Yeah, there it is. So we go over here. That's the chef. Do our little space dive. And then we get everything that we need to get. And then, what was the writing again? We go... Right, we go back through here. Because then we can get the bitter melons. That's gonna be an easy first one. We can go and easily take. Uh... Now we go... Where do we go? What was the routing again? I guess we can go here and then already go ahead and... Nope. The password. And then we go ahead and do the goodbye. We go and find another one of those. Yikes, did I misclick? Anyway, we can go here then. Get the can now. The container. Then we go ahead and clean the container. Right, so we have the clean container, we have the bitter lemons. We need to get something spicy. Where was the spicy stuff again, which we needed? Like, where was the hot, like the hot sauce things? Wait, I think I remember. Yeah, right here. There we go. And then we go ahead and get the, like, spicy stuff over there. The chili sauce. Would this be faster the way that I'm going right now? Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm just going the completely wrong way. We need to go over here, back into the internet cafe, and then we can do the space dive. Right. I'm stupid. Something... What was it? Something bitter? No, something... Am I stupid? Which one? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I forgot. I got the clean canister, right, but I don't have the oil yet. I'm stupid, I don't have the oil yet. So we would go ahead and clean the container, get the oil, and then get the chili sauce. I'm stupid. So there's the cooking oil. And then now we would have actually went ahead and gotten the chili sauce. Yeah, I'm stupid. My bad. Now we can go ahead and do the space dives. To give everything, to like sabotage then everyone. So it's first cooking oil. That is this one done. Oh, I see why he does. I think I see why he does the furthest one last. Because then it would minimize the amount of walking he would have to do, right? Actually, I don't even know. Would it minimize the amount of walking he would have to do? I don't think so. I don't think it would. I don't think it would minimize the amount of walking he'd have to do. Because it would essentially just be the same thing each and every time. At least if I remember correctly. Or if I'm thinking correctly right now. This would be correct. Alrighty. Now we've finished that. We can overwrite that save. Now we can go ahead and take it. Call that chef ingredient. I guess I can just call it cake ingredient. Because why not? Then we're gonna speed up our little process by just taking a little save that we've made. Brings us right back over here, which saves us a lot of time. And then we need to do one for Eric's space dive. Like once we get to Eric's space dive, we need to go and make another split. Save file. My bad. So we have the Gatlio. Then of course it does the thingy automatically, so I don't have to move. I just hold down my auto mash button. So you know, the auto mash button is very convenient. Then we go ahead and make our way back to the school, right? Was there anything else that I would need to do? I don't think so. Okay, it's all cutscenes afterwards, once we go and try to enter the school. So that's all good. And then we go ahead and fight Eric. Let's see, do we have to do anything else? Or is it afterwards just the thingy? Okay, afterwards it's just the space dive. So now I can go ahead and make the splitty split. I keep mixing up the words split and save. God damn it. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know how the fuck I keep mixing up those two words, but goddamn. Okay, now I can go ahead and make the save. Slot 9. Overwrite. There we go. Copy. Paste. Eric space dive. Perfect. Now we can just go straight into chapter 3. Oh, I'm in. Ah, fucking. I'm an idiot. I just fucking overwrote the save file. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should probably fucking leave the menu before actually trying to load a save, because I'm still in the fucking save thing. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna have to go through the entirety of chapter 3. Chapter 2. 2? God, I can't talk. So I'm gonna have to go through the entirety of chapter 2, because I overwrote the fucking save file. So that's gonna be fucking great. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Yeah, fucking hooray. Like, great fucking idea to do that shit. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Nope. Nah, nope. I should have just ran right through. Yeah, there we go. Let me go and close that. Close all of the vents. That's why it's 1,000 times easier to get through. But it is a long cutscene though, I have to say. I assume most likely we are going to be... Oh, wait a minute. I'm stupid, I forgot the sugar. Wow. Well then. Am I an idiot? Yes. Yes, I am. God damn it. Go ahead and wait. Oh man. Okay, now we get the sugar. Will it teleport me over? Oh yeah, it does. That's actually an easy, that's actually a pretty neat time save. That means we don't have to go and do an extra like, hold on, like waiting cycle. That means we don't have to do a waiting cycle. That's like really, really convenient. If I do say so myself. Okay, so I gotta remember. We need to do the batter. We need to do the oven. We need to put the oven at 180. We get the bone. We put it at 180. Then we get the gear. Got us back turned. Put in the sugar. We move away. So he ain't able to see us. Now we wait, because for the other person who did the speedrun, they went way too fast, and therefore they thingy, and because of that they had to do the sugar and temperature thing again, which lost them a major amount of time. Can I just instantly... No, I have to go and take it before I can then change it with the bone. Now I go all the way to the right. Get the big gear out. And then I can get the key to let Eric out. So we put in the small gear, put in the big gear, interact with it. There we go. And now we can let Eric out of the thingy. Something you should speedrun Risk of Rain 2. I'm gonna have to check, because I also need to first play Risk of Rain 2. I've never played Risk of Rain 2. But if I do enjoy Risk of Rain 2 that much, then I'm gonna speedrun it. Maybe. It depends, of course. And also, welcome into the chat. I hope your day's been going well. So hopefully chapter 2 is not gonna take this much longer. Because I do want to get the rest of the other, like, splits. The splits. God damn it. I keep mixing up the words. What's the fucking word called again? Saves. There we go. The save files. Practice save files. There we go. I keep mixing up splits and save files. I don't know how the fuck I managed to do it the entire time. But I guess that's because of muscle memory from speedrunning. And constantly needing to check my splits. So that's fun. Anyway. Time to go do this small fight. Shouldn't take too long. At least I hope so. As long as I don't make too many mistakes, it's pretty easy. Nice. Okay, how many more do I have to do? 1, 2, 3. 3 more. One, 2, 3, perfect. And there we go. Oh, we have to do the dodging thing once more. Oh, we have to do it one more time. And then mashing. Okay, mashing is easy. I thought it was gonna be the same kind of mashing with the Raya boss fight. Which, you know, the Raya boss fight is a fucking pain in the ass if I do say so myself. Like, god damn, the Raya boss fight, the mashing, like, you have to do way more mashing than right there during that fight. And that's a pain in the ass. But anyways, let's just go through all of that. Go through all of the cutscenes here and there. And get the save, the practice save for chapter 3. Or the beginning save file for chapter 3. So that we have one more extra practice file. Let's see, do I have anything heavy enough that I can just let it hold down my control key the entire time? Because it is starting to like really drain my hands of like having to hold it down the entire time. Is it heavy enough? Nope. I was hoping it was gonna be heavy enough. Give me just one moment. Gotta put this back. Come on. There you go. Also, let me put this over to the side. Yeah, there we go. That should work. It's very risky because I'm using my switch to hold down my control key. And it's like, my keyboard is like very much close to the edge of my desk. So if like my switch like slips off somehow, like it's gonna fucking fall right down to the ground. So I'm gonna have to be very careful. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Anyway. And that is chapter 2 for you. A pretty long chapter, if I do say so myself. But I mean, of course, we did have to do the entirety of chapter 2 to get the chapter 3 beginning save file, because I accidentally overwrote it, which, you know, kinda fucking sucks. But, you know, not much I could have really done about it, because I'm fucking stupid like that. Anyway, let me go ahead and now get the save file from that. So we copy the save file, put it into chapter 3. I'm an idiot. We have the chapter 3 start slot thingy save file. So it did not matter at all what I fucking did. Welp. Actually, no, it is pretty much still good that I have that save file. Because we then have the beginning split, meaning we can then already practice everything. Anyway, let me see, what do we need to practice? Well, we need to go to the general chord. Let me see, do we have the general chord in here? No, this would be close to when we need to do the space dive for Lulu. But this is not the save file which we need. We need to go and have the one save file for that we need to have one save file which has finished the general chord. There we go. We need one save file which has finished the general chord, and one save file which has finished the Madame chord, which essentially would be the the save file which we just have now. So yeah, not really much. Only like only like 1 or 2 splits we really save files. I really gotta fucking remember the like, goddamn. Fuck, you know. I really gotta fucking remember like other I really gotta fucking remember the the save files. That it's save files and not fucking splits, of which I'm constantly trying to do. But I mean, we don't even have that much time anymore, so we might be only able to get the save file after we finish the general accord. Which kind of sucks. But I mean, we have multiple days to practice, so it's not gonna be too much of a deal. We can still make more practice save files the next day. Well, not really the next day, but on Thursday. Not Thursday, Friday. Because on Thursday we are doing the... what's it? Because on Thursday we're doing the... we're gonna be playing Get to Work again. So we have pretty much Friday and Saturday fully like for practice to speedrunning A Space for the Unbound. And then Sunday will be the day when we are actually performing one full entire run of A Space for the Unbound. So we get the testimony, we listen through it all. And now we got all the evidence we need. So we need to go out of the space dive and start gathering everything we need. Meaning we need to go back into the classroom because we need to get the... what's the thing called again? The consultation thingy. For that we get the signature, we look at the signature, we take it, get out afterwards. We need to go towards the library, but the library is currently locked. So we can just use the middle place. Okay, so we can talk to her to get the photo. We go over here to then be able to get what's the thing called again? Right, the trolley. So we can then take the trolley to move all the chairs out the way, chairs and desks. We go over here. Where Raya is. I guess we can talk about where Raya is. Do you know why Raya might have left the school? I don't know if I need to talk to her about every option. Not sure. Okay, I think I do have to talk to her about all of the different options. Alrighty. So I assume now we are able to talk to the old dude. Right? Kids library. Keep skipping class. Class library. Some students keep using it to skip class. Some are going. Had me close it. But I do need to go into the library. So what did I have to do again? What do I have to do? So we talked to Maren about everything. Do I just talk to Maren again? No. What the fuck do I have to do? I'm a little bit lost. Team festival, looking for Raya. I guess I can try and see if anything happens when I talk to her. Okay, doesn't look like it. What do I have to do to get some sort of like notification or reaction out of that dude so that I can talk to him and get information about Mr. Agung? Close the library. Told me to close it. What the hell do I need? Do I need to talk to another person to get like something? Them maybe? What are you doing here? How's Eric? Look for Raya. Okay, they're not much of a help, to be honest. Ah, God. I'm gonna have to go watch the speedrun again, don't I? Alright. I'm gonna have to watch the speedrun again to see what I'm gonna have to do. Let me mute the audio. So he does everything. Goes out. Gets the consultation form. Talks to the lady for the torn photo. Gets a trolley. Wait, what? Am I stupid? There's different dialogue there. Did I miss something? There's no way I missed something, right? No, no, no. The code section. Oh, wait a minute. There is something there which I need to get. Oh. Okay, I gotta remember that. So, I need to get the library card from there. Before getting everything else. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So then I am able to go back towards Marin, who can open up the library. God damn it. I did not meet to talk to her for a second time about where Raya is. But anyway. So we go to all of this. And then now she's able to open up the library for me, right? Yeah. Okay, well. I'm just stupid. At least I remember, at least I know now, so that for when I actually do the speedrun on Sunday, I will then know like where I need to get everything from. So let's look at the name. We take it as evidence. And now we can start doing the actual thingy, the whole Ace Attorney section. Now we can start the whole Ace Attorney section. Alright, let's see. So... Got them. Yes, there we go. Oh wait, no, I'm literally just listening back to the testimony. I'm stupid. We have to go talk to her so we can start the whole Ace Attorney section. Okay, so chapter 3. Courtroom. Of course, the easiest one to do first would be to do the photo one. So for that we can just do one to the left, and that's gonna do it right away. So that one's easy. Then which option would be the next one? Okay, so major would be the newspaper clippings, meaning it would be the right. Okay. And then we go feature for first country. Never been proof of me being a teacher. So afterwards we can then do another one to the left. And then this one would be the signed counseling form. Alright. So essentially we can just turn those sections from never been a teacher to... Well... Okay, so we're gonna change the order for those. So this one's gonna be first, and then this one is second. Because that would save us at least a bit of time. Of course, not much, not by much, but at least a bit of an amount. And most likely a fast one at that. Excuse me. Now we can go on space dive. And now for the fuses, the fuse boxes, I gotta remember that we first do the middle, then the right, then we get both of the fuses over there. Then we do middle left. Put in the blue fuse. That triggers that cutscene. Insert the red fuse. Lock general in here. Turn that one on. And now we then turn the last one back into red. And free Mr. Agung. Easy. Alright, not too bad to remember a lot of that. So we get through all of those sections, just look through the cutscene. Nothing too major. But yeah, these sections are like extremely long, if I have to say so. You take the medallion. God damn it, I did not want to do that. Alrighty. Not bad. Excuse me. Alright, now we go ahead and make the save file, overwrite that save file. Now we open up our good old file explorer. Copy that, paste that. We're gonna call it after general code, because it is quite literally after the general code. And let's see, and it's pretty much good. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm gonna call it off here for today's stream. It is getting pretty late, so it is like almost 10 PM here again. So yeah, we're gonna call it off here for today's stream. Let me go ahead and close everything and find someone who we can go ahead and raid. Let's see who's currently online. Oh, Blue Morpho is live. We can go ahead and raid them. They are a Undertale Yellow speedrunner, and then a really great one at that. I really recommend you like watch some of their streams if you are able to. Really amazing person, really nice to like check out their stream sometimes. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I will be back tomorrow, where we are going to be doing Get to Work. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday will be to practice. And then Sunday, of course, will be the big day to do the entire speedrun. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you all had a great time in today's stream. And with that, I'll say good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I will see you all tomorrow. And good night.